So we have the same matchup again. Alright, so here this is the second video. This is the second part, the second replay that I have from this guy over here, ruamTAWloj. In Discord his name is Immolation. Asking me to maybe give him some advice on his placement games. He sent me this first match, which I guess I should put in the description. And this is the second placement. I'm already thinking he's going to lose both. He did lose first, so he should be approximately against 1400 something in this range. And I already have the idea that he could be in the 1000 or 1100 range, so he's probably gonna be demolished. But first game, so when he put his buildings down, his wisps stayed idle a bit. This is the first step. It's pretty simple since there's literally nothing else to do in the start except use your control groups, create them, of course they're not existing already, and control your wisps. Maybe send them already to scout somewhere, build something already. This map, okay, we have this creep over here, which I don't think he's going to use the technique to lightning shield creep it. It's advanced. I won't talk about it that much. If you wanna see, you just go on any stream and you'll see it at some point. Every advanced players will do this creep with the lightning shield. He did have his Ancient of War pretty ready to creep with it, but not really at the same time. It's a learning experience, so that's okay. You're going for the altar, and the outgoing wisp gets a moonwell. Most night elves, they take one of their wisp here, stay on 3 on gold for a while, and build the Ancient of War, for example, over here. In your case, you should there. Now you're building it. Perfect. Okay, close to here. Change your rally point. Let's see for this. Do you control the wisp over here or not? Was it a mistake on the first game? Was it just to shake off the rust? No. Okay, but you take less time moving them this time around. That's great. Seems like you maybe have forgotten that it costs wood to get a moonwell. So those are pretty basic stuff. The other video I ended up with, I again don't have their name, but
Your building is complete.
The guys that explode from there, what are their names again? So it's good that you have the moonwells far, but keep them a bit separated for them not to have an easy target.
Your building is complete.
Keep getting wisps, that's pretty good. Whoops. That archer. Hit this other wolf one more time. Again, the buildings, they don't give XP when you kill units with them. And the item. Protection, okay, kind of is going to be useful. You pick it up. You see headhunters, so archers in general are better than headhunters. They have less HP, yes. They have less damage, yes. But they are cheaper. You get more for cheaper. In the later tech, they'll have more range, and that is pretty damn good. Also, you can have an upgrade at tier 3, blah blah blah. Also get invisible at night. So in general, archers are better than headhunters. If you lose them all, you're gonna have a problem. So you are using a lot of wisps. You're also detonating on yourself. So a good thing, so maybe you don't know this, so let me try to explain. So every mana point in the moonwell when you use it, it doesn't have the same ratio to give HP and mana. I think mana is either 2 times more expensive. So for example, you need 2 mana from the Wound Well to get 1 mana on your hero, and instead of 1 mana for 1 HP, something in that range. I might not be totally right, but basically you want to have the highest amount of HP and mana at the start before you heal. That's why people drop items, for example, like a strength gauntlet or a circlet. They drop it before using the Moonwells, and then they regain more doing that when they pick up the item again. Um, so when you detonate it on your Demon Hunter, it takes away some mana, and so it also indirectly impacts your regen in the Moonwell. It says, I don't know if I, like, it's kind of complex for where you're at, but
Your building is
keep that in
your
mind,
building is desecrated.
and maybe it will help. Now you are not repairing, but you're getting some more. It's resources lost. You can't use them any other way. You're probably gonna get rushed, so you needed to have one. You need to still have one Ancient of War. Okay, you're rebuilding it here, which at this point is not useful to have it here. You might want to have it closer to your Moonwell so that you can fight. Ooh, okay, yeah. So he sees that since you've lost your Ancient of War, he can go super aggressive. He probably has not teched. Oh, he did. Okay, never mind. So I feel like this was voluntarily aggroing the creeps to help your situation. That's pretty good, but look at how rich you are. Now at this point, you are tier 2, you have an altar, you could send a wisp here and get, for example, a panda. It's really good against headhunters. Or if you want to maybe go for a pit lord with rain of fire, that's good as well, because it might take less damage, but you'll need to regen mana. For that you can use a shop that you can build in the back. Since you have so much gold, you could use items. But yeah, you're definitely in trouble right now. You either need another Ancient of War and a bunch of archer, and team it up with a panda or a pit lord, in my opinion. Now this is a bit rough as well if you don't know what all the heroes do yet. Yeah, that's a bit tough on you, but you'll learn with the experience. You'll learn with playing. Pit Lord is really popular as well for Night Elves against Orc, because of the headhunters. They get cleaved very easily. Oh, and they're also fortified armor now that we see, so you might not be able to break it with archers alone. You might need to go for ballista. So again, you want another Ancient of War. So you go for a lore. I'm not sure what you'll get from it. You are not tier 3. The best would be, at this point, maybe for the rejuvenation, a bear. Or if you get a shop. On the second lore. If you were to get a shop, you could get a big mountain giant. I'm not sure it would be game changing. Well, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be getting that unit so soon against Orc. You lose this lore, unfortunately. Oh, you cancelled. Okay, great, perfect. But you're taking a lot of damage from the turrets. And this is for sure the end. You just got overwhelmed. So, let's take a look back. You still had the kind of the micromanagement of the wisps to get better with. The lores, they're not the right building for what's happening right now. You did not adapt with what you needed to do. So in here, you're getting rushed. He doesn't have many units, to be honest, right? So you killed a bunch, but he killed a lot of yours as well. You dispelled a lot of wolves. It used, back in the days, it used to simply dispel and you killed both at level 1 wolves. Now it doesn't. You need to have 1 or 2 hits depending on the unit you're attacking with, and you usually want to have them hit these hits before you dispel, so that you're sure to get the XP from both. So that the wisp at least has max value, because it's still not value. If you can keep all of your wisps and not detonate, it's a lot better, because right now you have a bunch of gold, but you're kind of low on wood, you don't have a shop, and if you were to build a shop, you would lose a wisp. Again, the magic number is about 7 to 8 wisps on lumber. Right now you're at, how many workers? 1, 2, don't have any scouts, so you have only 2 and you're building up 5. So in my opinion, if you keep going with the DH first and Archer, and maybe creep with an Ancient of War, that's a very good start. You will probably fail a couple of times, because the creeping with the Demon Hunter, it could be heavy if you don't have an Ancient of War creeping with it, or a shop possibly if you get to that level. You want to place your Moonwells a bit more separated. You maybe want some over here, or you know, just at this place over here to block the entrance. If you were against a Blade Master, you would most likely block the entrance and put the Ancient of War in front, or the shop in front, just to block. And if you TP, you can uproot, get out. If he comes by with grunts, you would have Moonwells in the front, and for example a couple of archers, maybe dryads or talons at the back. So it's acting like a very defensive base, just with the units. But in here, at this point, if he buys 2 sappers, there I have the name now, 2 sappers, 1 here, 1 here or here, he kills all of your Moonwells. You're stuck. You're stuck, not able to produce and not able to heal. That's a big problem. Is there something else? I think I wish you luck and have fun in this game. You'll of course you'll not win all of them, and it can get stressful, but you have the basic strategy. You need a bit of speed and adaptability. A little bit of guidance, I think, in your set. You'll find that in Gym Discord, there's a bunch of great people that can help you. They can play some games against you if you ask. They can play the matchup that you'd like. They could be at your level or higher. If they're higher, you'll just learn more, but lose, most likely. Maybe they can test some fancy things on you and then you try to defend it. And you should try to play the most solid games you can to get some W's.
Research
Shop
station.
over here, okay. GG again. Good manners.